Hi, my name's Colin and this is ACM. I've been at ACM now for 4 years, actually, just gone 4 years. My role here at ACM is to kinda cover the business side of things. And when I cover the business side of stuff, it's geared more towards production students and performance students. I think it's really important that anybody wanting to get into the music industry, you can be a great player, great producer, all those kinds of things, but if you don't know about the industry, if you're not clued into who does what and what's involved in a record deal, a publishing deal or anything like that, then you're not really going to do much else. So it's my role to, on a lot of cases, kind of fill in those gaps for you. I think my favorite thing about ACM, which is corny, but it is the students. You know, they're the kind of thing that, they're the ones that get you out of bed in the morning, if you will. Don't get me wrong, the staff are awesome, they're always great people to work with, but the students are why you get up, they're the reason you go in. And just to see that kind of energy in a room, when you know that people are kind of really fired up for something that they really believe in, and then bouncing off of that and being able to help them with that, it's a really fulfilling experience, and that's kind of what makes me go home really happy and you know, makes me really proud to work at ACM. So my background in the industry started when I played in a band called 100 Reasons. We got signed to Sony, which is pretty cool, and we did quite a few tours with bands like Incubus and Muse and Biffy Clyro and Green Day and bands like that. So obviously I was in a rock band. That kind of fizzled out because just like much of the music industry, it doesn't always work out for everybody. So I ended up working for a company called Activision, and that's when I kind of learned a lot more about intellectual property and publishing and things like that. I'd always taken an interest in the music business side of things, but it was only in Activision that I managed to bring those skills to the table. And I helped out on choosing tracks and licensing music for video games like Guitar Hero and DJ Hero 2. So it's been a fun career and it's been very varied, but that's what allows me to bring that knowledge to the students here. I think my favourite festival memory would probably be playing the main stage of Reading Festival. It doesn't really get much bigger than that, really, with the amount of people that are having their attention on you, but it was a lot of fun. It went really, really well. We had a power cut and that wasn't much fun, but managed to get people to make human pyramids, which I wouldn't advise at home, of course, but it's when you get people to kind of just stand on each other's shoulders as high as possible. Health and safety might have a word about that these days, but that was a very fun time. I think the worst thing that happened to us on tour was probably nearly being involved in a motorway crash. We basically had a blowout on a splitter van on the way to a gig. And went across 3 lanes of the M1, which wasn't fun at the time. There was a few girlish cries, but we all ended up safe. Everything was fine. We still got to the show, had a bit of a rock and roll story, so no one was hurt, but definitely at the time it was happening, it wasn't a fun time, but fair play to the driver for, you know, pulling us out of the mess. Your top tip would probably just to be it's a really exciting time. So just enjoy it, but don't be an idiot either. Be professional, be on time, be those guys that just play really, really well too, so make sure you're kind of ready for it. But just don't be an idiot. It's the worst thing ever. This industry thrives on people getting on with each other, and you know, that brings in itself more options to you. So if you're easy to get on with, turn up on time, get off stage on time. Don't noodle around, just get on and do what you're supposed to do. Obviously be brilliant. But that's kind of the top tip, really. And obviously just make sure you pack some loo roll as well, because you never know what venues do and do not have.